Hey everybody, are you interested in learning about my favorite areas of Gig Harbor? If so, watch this video. Hey everybody, my name is Darren Rivers. I am the Northwest Realtor and head of the Rivers Group, and I am here with some of my teammates. Jake Abel.
Ashley Ford.
It's only about half of us today, but we are going to do a tour of Gig Harbor and show you some of our favorite neighborhoods. We're going to start here in downtown. We're going to go out to Fox Island. We're going to go up to Canterwood. We're going to show you everything in between. So make sure you stay tuned, watch each clip. And for you YouTubers out there, this is going to be one big video, and hope we can give you some great information. So watch all of this.
Welcome to our first stop on this video of our favorite locations in Gig Harbor. First one is downtown. So we're standing right here in downtown Gig Harbor. There's plenty of shops, local attractions for you to come and enjoy, and tons of local history for you guys to learn about. Gig Harbor started as a local fishing town in the late 1800s, and so come enjoy some of the wonderful history that we have here. Darren, you want to tell them about some of the other attractions and what we have right downtown Gig Harbor?
Oh man, downtown it's first of all, in the summertime it really comes alive. People come down here, go jogging on the waterfront, bring their dogs. Wintertime it's a little less crowded just because of weather, but of course it's still happening. But summer it's really hopping. There's breweries down here. There's Heritage Distillery if you want to get some good bourbon. There's some great restaurants on the water. It's just a really cool, lively place. One of the favorite things that I have in the summer is concerts in the park and the farmers market, which happen right back here at Scansey Park, Tuesdays and Thursdays for each of those events. And man, you want to talk about real estate? What's the average price point down here?
Yeah, average price point downtown Gig Harbor is just about $1 million. But if you can see, there are some gorgeous waterfront homes over here with some deep moorage docks, and those start to creep into the multi-million-dollar properties.
Yep, so if you are shopping for a home, Gig Harbor, you got great views of the harbor from the hillsides around. Some of those homes have great views of Mount Rainier, and if you want deep water moorage and waterfront, you're able to spend $4, $5, $6, $7 million. That was unfortunate. Dollars, waterfront right across the street. Okay, here we are just driving through downtown Gig Harbor. Just going to show you a couple little highlights as we head to the next area that we're going to. Right here on the right is Heritage Distillery. It's been around, I don't know, 10, 15 years or so now, and it's really expanded. It's won all sorts of worldwide awards with their bourbon and whiskeys, and they do flavored vodkas and all sorts of good stuff. It's a good spot to sit down on a nice afternoon like today and have a cocktail. Also coming up here on the left is the iconic Tides Tavern. This is, if you come to Gig Harbor at all, this is a place that you just have to come and eat. It's right down there. I know you can't see it super well. Seatbelt thing is going again. Lovely. And, oh, Ashley's actually gonna drive down into the parking lot. So this is a tavern. You gotta be 21 or over, but they also have a pier that you can pull your boat up to and sit out on their outdoor deck, and it is pub food, you know, burgers, nachos, cold beer, things like that. It's a great spot. All right, a couple last things I want to point out. Downtown Gig Harbor is coming up here on the left is Seven Seas Brewery. This is an all ages venue, which is kind of weird because all they do is serve beer and wine, I think, ciders, things like that. Anyway, here it is right here. They have outdoor seating. They have a dock that you can pull your boat up to or your kayak. You can see off in the distance Mount Rainier. So out at their outdoor seating area is awesome views of Mount Rainier and the harbor. And then this little food truck right here is where you can get your food. And Seven Seas is more than happy to let you bring that food into their establishment, order more cold beer, and enjoy the afternoon. It's a really cool spot. I just wanted to top off downtown with one last little feature, and that is where we're standing now. This is the old ferry dock for before the Tacoma Narrows Bridge. There was a ferry that would take people back and forth from Tacoma, and that ran through the 30s and 40s or so until they built the Narrows Bridge. And then something happened.
And then the bridge fell down in the early 1940s after only 6 months of being in service. And so what was interesting was they had to come back and reopen this ferry terminal that we're standing at. And the ferry terminal had to reopen. The bridge was not insured. So most of our tax dollars had to go and pay for the new bridge, as it was going to provide a ton of advancement onto the Kitsap Peninsula. So there was no other way to access it without being a ferry.
Yep. And since then, they've built another bridge. So now we have 2 Narrows bridges, and it's a toll bridge. They pay $5 each way, but it provides
or more,
apparently. And anyway, here we are at the old ferry terminal.
So while we're here, I just wanted to point out that this is my favorite mountain. It's Mount Rainier. She's just over 14,000 feet, and she is the largest in the lower 48 states.
Tallest. I don't know about the largest. Tallest.
All right.
Some nanas. The other thing I wanted to point out is right over there is Point Defiance. Point Defiance is the largest city park in the United States, behind Central Park in New York. Great hiking trails, lots of wildlife out there. It's got a zoo and an aquarium, just lots of cool features. And it's right over there. And if we pan right over here, we can look over. There's the little lighthouse that comes into Gig Harbor. And this is the mouth that goes into Gig Harbor itself. Just lots of boat traffic and kayaks and paddleboarding, and just a super, super peaceful spot coming out here on a nice day like today. Hey everybody, I wanted to make a quick stop. We are on our way to Wollochet, but we stopped in Uptown because we wanted to show you what this is all about. This is an outdoor shopping area, and Ashley, what do they have here?
Some cool places. So you can catch lunch at Panera Bread, Blazing Onion, Fondue Pizza. There's Ben & Jerry's, but my favorite places to go are Home Goods and Marshall's, and of course the movie theater.
Yep, movie theater. They got reclining seats. You can order booze in there. It's pretty cool. There's also a medical facility right there with an urgent care and professional doctor offices. Uptown is all outdoors, outdoor seating at the restaurants here. So on a day like today, it's a great spot if you need to do some shopping or some eating. Hey everybody, so we are here in Wollochet, and this is the southernmost part of Gig Harbor, other than Fox Island, which is right over there, but that's kind of a little bit separate. So of Gig Harbor itself, this is the southernmost part. And Jake, what are some of the things that we can find here in the Wollochet area?
Well, first, there are some absolutely incredible homes on the waterfront. And we're really close to the Narrows Airport, which is here in Gig Harbor. They've got their own hangars and stuff. If you have an airplane, you can keep them over there. There's the Cushman Trail, which is a great accessible walking trail that you can take all across Gig Harbor, and even some additional areas around where we are. And then we have a golf course. So we have Madrona Links Golf Course, which is attached to Hackers Bar and Grill. If you want some true bar food, greasy bar food, and go hit some quick links golf, right up the street here in Gig Harbor.
Yep. And another thing about Wollochet that people are attracted to, especially if you're a commuter, is it's really easy freeway access, really easy to get to Tacoma or even up towards the Tacoma SeaTac Airport. And just so you know, even though this property is going to be well above the average price point of Wollochet, the average price point in here is about $845,000. But if you have a view like this, plan on it being substantially more. See you at the next one. Hey everybody, our next stop is Fox Island, and we are just over the Fox Island Bridge. You can see kind of Mount Rainier in the background, the lighthouse back there. And here pretty soon you're gonna see some seals splashing. We got a family of seals right here behind us in the water as well. So Jake, why do they call this Fox Island in the first place?
Yeah, so they called this place Fox Island. It's named after a gentleman named John L. Fox. He was an American surgeon. And Fox Island just has so many incredible things that it can bring. It's only 5 minutes from Gig Harbor, Uptown, that you see earlier in the video or later in the video, and only 4,000 people live here. So as remote as it feels and seems, it's true. So there's just tons of properties that have a little bit more room to spread, but not as many people. They have a really great place called Zog's. It's kind of, we call it a secret spot. Tons of residents in Gig Harbor don't really frequent there, but it's super popular. They have local beer, they've got games there, but it's just a convenience store. Live music, just tons of stuff. Is there some more things about Gig Harbor? Fox Island?
Well, Fox Island, just so you know, the average price point out here is a little bit higher. It's a little over $1 million. Realize that includes a lot of these waterfront homes that are going to go for a lot more than that. A lot of these homes have views of the water like this, Mount Rainier on one side,
and the Olympic Mountains on the other side.
The Olympic Mountains, sunsets over there, and then there's a lot of property on the inside that doesn't have real views of anything because they're on the island, which is 6.3 square miles, by the way. So Fox Island's kind of a hidden gem, like Jake said, remote, but still close to everything. Hey everybody, next stop is the Artondale area, and we're out here right now. This is a little bit removed from downtown Gig Harbor. It's the southwest part of Gig Harbor, and I'm gonna put a map up right here, show you kind of where we're at. Like I said, it's further out, so you get more space out here. There's even some equestrian properties out here that are on several acres. And Ashley, why don't you tell me what your favorite thing about this Artondale area is?
My favorite thing is Cupachug State Park right here. It's currently closed right now, but it's set to open late this summer, maybe August, and bring your family out and check out all the new upgrades and improvements that they're doing. They've been working since last summer.
Yeah, it's got a great beach down here, picnic areas, there's camping, all sorts of stuff out here. And just so you know, Artondale, the average price point out here is $850,000. It's a little bit of an older area for Gig Harbor. There's not a lot of new stuff unless it's new custom construction, but no track homes or anything like that that's recently been built anyway. The fallback of it is you're further away from the freeway, but that's also a plus, right? Some people want to be away from the hustle and bustle, and you can get away from the hustle and bustle out here. So this is Artondale. That's Cupachug State Park. I can't wait to see it open. So we're just heading from Artondale to the Rosedale area, and you can see what we were talking about as far as it being not nearly as crowded. It's definitely more rural out here. In fact, we just passed some equestrian stuff with some horses. Sorry I didn't catch that on video for you. But this is the great thing about Gig Harbor is you can be in the city with all the city amenities, or you can be out here in the country, and it's still literally only about a 7 or 8 minute drive to Costco and Target and all those places. Hey everybody, our next stop is here in Rosedale, and Rosedale is an area that's just north of Artondale, still on the west side of Gig Harbor, still kind of far out here, so this is a little bit more remote, a little more rural. Raft Island is also in Rosedale. It's a private island. It's actually owned by the residents of Raft Island. There's about 220, 225 homes or so on the island. It's got Henderson Bay. Henderson Bay looks out over the Olympic Mountains, has awesome sunsets. And there's a big sports complex out here.
There's a big sports complex, Seymour Park. They have a giant playground for all of the kids, but also every type of sports court that you can have there. They've got tennis courts, basketball courts. If you want to play pickleball, which is extremely popular here in Washington. Pickleball. Baseball fields, soccer fields, nice trail to walk around.
Picnic areas.
And I wanted to make sure to include that there's also movies at the park. So a great summertime feature to go down to Seymour Park and enjoy a movie with all of the community members on a giant screen.
Yep, and just so you know, average price point out here is $905,000. Of course, there's a lot of up and down. You got the waterfront homes, which are going to be several millions, and then you have some more modest homes. So average is $905, and we'll be moving on to the next stop. Just wanted to show you the little bridge that goes over to Raft Island. This is all it is. Look out over here. And most of the homes have docks or some sort of moorage. And look out towards the Olympic Mountains. Kind of low tide right now. Yep, so heading to the private island of Raft Island.
All right, welcome to Gig Harbor North, where we're going to highlight one of our neighborhoods, Harbor Hill. Harbor Hill is a tract home development community that was built around all of our amenities, being as we have Costco, a YMCA, brand new elementary school in Swiftwater Elementary. There's a Target for everybody that loves to shop at Target right around the corner. And our homes here are anywhere from 2,000 to 4,000 square foot. Again, we said it's a tract home development, but all of our homes, depending on the finishes, can range anywhere from $800,000 up to just over $1 million that we've had some sales on our team. A couple other notable areas in Harbor Hill, or just in this general area, is we have a hospital that is right around the corner from us, as well as our senior living facility. You can't see it, but it's over my left-hand shoulder. So if you need an area that is multi-generational, and close to amenities, close to a hospital, right here in Harbor Hill.
Okay, everybody, this is our last stop. We are still in Gig Harbor North, and we are in the neighborhood of Canterwood. Canterwood is a gated community, about 815 homes in here. As you can see, there's a wonderful golf course behind me. There's a whole country club here, and it's separate than the community itself. You don't have to live in here to be a member. You don't have to be a member to live in here, anything like that. They're two totally separate different entities, but a lot of the residents in here are members of the country club, which has all the things that country clubs have to offer. It's got one of the top ranked golf courses in the state right behind me, pickleball, tennis, a pool, gym, bar. In fact, we're gonna have lunch here right afterward. It's got everything a country club has to offer. The homes in here, this is a pretty exclusive neighborhood. The homes in here average, gosh, I can't even tell you what they average. If you can get a home in here for 1.5 million, man, you're stealing something. They're climbing well above $2 million now. They tend to be much bigger homes, 3,000 up to 7,000 square feet. There are a couple little areas in here with more of the townhome size that are much more modest, but those are still selling at about $1 million. So Canterwood, the neighborhood of Canterwood, has the golf and country club in it. I love it. It's one of my favorite places in Gig Harbor. Okay, that's it, folks. My name is Darren Rivers. I am the Northwest Realtor and head of the Rivers Group. Hey, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Put any comments you want in the comment section. All of my information is right here, so feel free to reach out to anybody on my team. We'd be happy to help you out, and we'll see you on the next video.